Hey guys, before we get started today, I just want to let you know that the easiest way to support the channel is just by hitting the like button, and if you're new to the channel, I would appreciate it if you subscribe as long as you enjoy the content. That's pretty much all I gotta say, so I'm just gonna ramble on for another 12 minutes, and then we'll finally get the battles going. So, how many people left? Okay, all the cool kids are still here. Alright, move on to the actual video. And I really thought I was going to lose this, but I'm able to counter down because the counter animation is shorter than the fire spin animations, or even two weather balls wouldn't be able to do it. Stone Edge takes him out, and that feels really good. After getting acid sprayed RunningFroggy, I gotta tell you, that felt really, really good. I smell a force shield flex. Look at that. That was a predictive grass knot. That wasn't a bait. That was a, I knew he was going to come in with the Gigalith. That was total luck. It was total luck. Shrady has no idea what he's doing, and now he's going to get force shield flexed on. So Barbaracle can tank that, and we are resisting the ice shards. So we're going to be going for the Stone Edge, and holy crap. Barbaracle! I did not expect you to do that much damage, dude. But look, there's a part of my brain that's like, look, I knew what I was doing. And then there's like the conscious part of my brain that's like, no, you don't. You just got outraged. You got out. That's outrageous, HomeSliceHenry. I'm testing the microphone. You better cut that part out. How do I do the intro? Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is the Nature Boy. Woo! And welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be taking a look at the Retro Cup. So the Retro Cup is basically just regular ass Great League, minus fairy types, steel types, and dark types. So, you know, dark type Pokemon, one of my favorite typings, is gone. But fairy type Pokemon, my least favorite type Pokemon, are also gone. So things are okay, you know what I mean? Things are looking pretty good. So I actually think this meta is going to be pretty fun, but I have very strong hopes for a team that I built, and ever since I put out those two videos about my Ultra League Premier Cup team, the one I was grinding with, I started losing a lot more, and a couple people even DM'd me and said that they beat me because they knew my team composition and what I was going to do. So I'm not going to tell you what team I'm going to be using. So, yeah, but I did build some other teams that I think are going to be really strong. And so that's what we're going to be talking about today. So let's head on over to this page over here. Don't look at that. Why do I always leave this stupid? So, I have built 3 teams, as you can see here, in the style that I am accustomed to. The one that I talk about all the time, which I don't even think I'm going to repeat it for you. You guys can figure it out if you want to know about it. So, yeah. I really feel like these teams are gonna do pretty well, and I did like all the, you know, shit on PV Poke where I'm like, you know, they all stand up to the task of the Retro Cup meta on PV Poke, at least. Now, obviously, the meta is going to be an ever-evolving, ever-changing thing, so I don't know what this team is going to do for you this week or next week, but I can tell you that right off the gate, it's looking pretty strong. Right off the rip, it's looking pretty strong. Why is there a tiny Great League logo up there? What the hell is that? Why? What is that? Why is that there? Who did that? Who did this? Show yourself. It was me the whole time. All right, there it is. That's the default logo I use when there's a random league that, I don't know, some random cup that Niantic decided to put out. So, yeah. So these teams over here, you're gonna look at them. You see them? You're looking at them. Look at them. Look at them harder. Now look at them extra harder. Even harder than that. You're not looking hard enough. Okay, I think you got the point. So I decided to do some battles with my patrons to celebrate that we're having the Retro Cup. Honestly, I had a pretty shitty weekend. That's why I didn't post on Sunday. But it's okay. I'm good now. I'm good, and now we're gonna take a look at some battles. And look, it's only 3 minutes and 43 seconds into the video. Stop your griping. You know what I mean? If you really didn't want to see the intro, use the damn timestamps. Dumbass. Okay, let's look at Alright, so we're gonna be doing I think I did 3 battles each here with all my patrons, or with an assorted amount of my patrons who were available in the Discord at the time. So SenorStacks is the first one we're gonna be going up against, and I use the teams in order of what I have them on here. So I use the first one, the second one, and then the third one. Alright, picking up this is not a great lead, but Shadow Bomb Snow beats Galvantula. just because it gets to the weather ball before they get to their lunge, and he actually decides to switch out into a Medicham, and I took a little bit too long to switch out there, but again, this is the first time I've ever used this team, so you know what I mean, it takes a little bit of time to get used to something like this. But obviously Hypno and Defense Deoxys both are going to do pretty well up against Medicham, but Hypno is going to do even better because those confusions are hitting for neutral damage, whereas the counters would be resisted coming from Defense Deoxys. And he's going straight Power Up Punch, which is actually even better for me because that means I can farm up quite a bit here. And if he had Ice Punch, then it would be a little bit worrying. And I go for the Fire Punch, that way I can get an extra confusion through. Well, one extra confusion, and he's only going to be able to get to a Power Up Punch here. If he was able to get to a double boosted Psychic, I think he actually would have taken me out there. And Galvantula comes back in, and since I have a Fire Punch loaded, I think I'm going to shield the lunge just so I can get my shield back. And I should be able to get to another Fire Punch. I think either that or it'll be a CMP tie. Let me see. One confusion. Two. Yeah, it's just two. So he does a very nice catch onto a Venusaur, but unfortunately this Venusaur is still going to take super effective damage from this Fire Punch, so it looks like Venusaur is going to do pretty well up against his team. And I come in with my Abomasnow, and I decide to overfarm like a dumbass. I think I should have let this go here because I was worried that the Galvantula had a charge move, but then I started to think about it, and I'm pretty sure his Galvantula only had 2 Volt Switches. So yeah, the Galvantula did not have a charge move, so that shield was well placed, and now I'm able to take out the Galvantula. So kind of hard countered there, but it happens. It happens sometimes. In fact, it happened a lot today. And you guys can all say like it was the algorithm, but these were battles done with my patrons, so there you go, another hard counter right off the rip, and I think his team is ABA weak to Altaria, which really sucks. That actually really sucks. I hate when that happens. You always find teams like that, and honestly, that's why I prefer ABB teams, because you're less likely to run into this problem right here, where he's forced to stay in. So he went for a Frenzy Plant first, and then a Sludge Bomb second. So Sludge Bomb is, yeah, you just want to go straight Sludge Bomb. May have been a mistake there, but that's okay. The Frenzy Plant is double resisted because the Dragon and Flying typing both resisting the thing there, the guy. I don't know what I'm talking about. All right, so it comes in with an Alolan Marowak, so apparently his whole team is weak to Altaria. And I have 2 good responses to, what's his face? Yeah, he's got a, yeah, so his whole team is weak to Altaria. But yeah, so Munchlax and Lanoon are going to do very well up against the other guy, Alolan Marowak. Because of that normal typing, they're going to resist the Shadow Bone, so they're only able to go for Bone Clubs, and we are able to do super effective damage with the Shadow Claw / Lick, and the, yeah, it's a good matchup for normal types. So I'm going to be going for the Body Slam here, and he decides to undercharge the Power Up Punch, which means I get another Body Slam through. So this one is probably going to be getting this shield, because he probably wants to win Switch here, which is actually fine with me, because again, this is an ABB team. I have a Sky Attack loaded here. So I'm going to go for this Sky Attack. I really need him to let this go, because if he double shields here, then I am... Okay, that's unfortunate. So now I got to come in with the Lanoon, and those... Okay, Lanoon's pretty glassy. I don't know if you guys have ever seen anything about Lanoon, but it's pretty glassy. But it is doing super effective damage with the Shadow Claws, so that's good, but I took a lot of damage from those counters. But that's okay, because I'm able to get to the Thunder here. This Thunder is going to hit for neutral damage, and Lanoon hits pretty hard, and this is going to be taking out the Alolan Marowak. And Grass Knot obviously is resisted, but the Shadow Claws hit for super effective damage, so Lanoon is going to be a pretty good closer. In my opinion, it's going to beat things like Frostlass. It's going to beat Alolan Marowak. It's going to beat Drifblim. It's going to do well up against Ghost types is what I'm trying to say. It's basically like a Munchlax, but with better closing possibility. Okay, so this time I pick up the worst possible lead for my team, which is a Shadow Machamp. The reason that's so bad is because basically my whole team loses to Shadow Machamp. So I go for an Avalanche first, and now I'm overfarming way too much. Why am I doing that? And this is a Body Slam, and I shield it. It's double resisted, but I was taking a lot of damage from the licks, and I wanted to save an Avalanche for later. So questionable decision here. So I come in with the Barbaracle, and the reason I come in with Barbaracle is because I'm going to resist the Body Slam, and I really hope he doesn't go for a superpower, but he did not, fortunately for me, and that's another Body Slam. Okay, so this is definitely a Body Slam, so I'm going to let this come through, and that is fine. I will let him do his resisted damage, and I'm going to farm all the way down with these Fury Cutters and come out of here with 100 energy, and I'm going to throw right away at this Shadow Machamp, and he actually decides to... not throw. I guess he's going for the farm down, and he sneaks a counter through. That one counter he snuck through means I won't get to a third cross chop, so that's really unfortunate. But I do land one of the cross chops, and yeah, as you saw there, if he didn't sneak a counter through, I would have got to a third cross chop there, but that's okay. I have an Avalanche loaded. If he shields this, I am in big trouble. Absolutely massive trouble. So here comes the Avalanche, and I'm lagging, so I don't get a fast move in right there. Thanks, Niantic. The rain is really messing with me. Okay, so now, okay, he has to throw. So, all right. Okay, Munchlax, what can you do up against the Shadow Machamp? Farm down with the licks. Farm down with the licks. Come on, get him. Lick him down. He actually did it. The mad lad. He actually licked down, and there's an Abomasnow in the back, and yeah. So, what I wanted to say about Munchlax, though, this little sock puppet boy right here. So if you guys don't have access to XL Lickitung, which why would you unless you have a phone rocker or you spoof? Yeah, Munchlax is going to replace Lickitung. Munchlax can be Lickitung. It has basically the same moveset other than Bulldoze instead of Power Whip, but it's pretty tanky. It can counter ghost types. The only difference is XL Lickitung wins against Abomasnow. It wins against Barbaracle. How? Barbaracle resists the body slam and takes super effective from cross chop. I know it has Power Whip, but you just shield a Power Whip. You just shield it. That's all you do. Okay, I'm going to ramble on too long if I don't stop myself here. All right, next battle is up against RunningFroggy. Once again, he has been featured here on the channel multiple times, and he's been in these videos here that I just that I organized with my patrons. And okay, picking up a very, very negative lead here, but once again, we're running an ABB team like per usual, so it's okay if we lose the lead. In fact, you kind of prefer to lose the lead. And actually, RunningFroggy mentioned something in the Discord after this set here, and he said you had 3 lost leads, which, you know, I won't spoil all of it for you, but I did. I lost the lead 3 times, and you're going to see what happens here. So he returns the favor with whatchamacallit, this guy over here, Jumpluff, and that's fine with me because I am running Rock Slide here. So I think I've seen Shadow Jumpluff, and I think it was Monsieur Mojo submitted that to HomeSliceHenry, and apparently Shadow Jumpluff wins in the Zero Shield, but regular Jumpluff, it does not. So I think if he went straight Energy Ball, then he probably would have won in the Zero Shield. I'm not 100% about that, but I'm able to get both shields. And now I switch back into the Abomasnow, and he actually makes a mistake here and throws, because this Abomasnow is basically just Kanto Ninetales food right here. And maybe he was still locked in there. I don't know. But either way, yeah, this Abomasnow is dead weight to me because I know that there's, you know, this Kanto Ninetales back there, and so yeah, and since he landed the Aerial Ace, he got less farm on his Kanto Ninetales. So I'm going to be coming in with the Shadow Machamp here, and I think I shield once, and I know this is just a Weather Ball, but I wanted to shield one of them because I don't know what he has in the back, and I want to retain a little bit of health. I'll let the second one come through. It doesn't do too much. Hypno, even the Shadow version, is pretty tanky, and there's a... Oh yeah, I remember this, and I lagged. I almost missed a fast move right there. Able to get at the Shadow Ball. Pretty sure a Fire Punch would have done it, but I wanted to be safe. He's using Charm on his Shadow Gallade, by the way. I don't know if you noticed that. And I really thought I was going to lose this, but I'm able to counter down because the counter animation is shorter than the Fire Spin animation. So GG's RunningFroggy. What a close battle. That was insane. Yeah. Okay, into the next one. Using the Altaria double normal team. So, picking up a horrible lead. Once again, that's fine with me. That's fine with me. Coming in with Munchlax. What kind of response do you have from Munchlax? I made a mistake here, by the way. I should have held on to this Body Slam, because that Body Slam is useful, useful energy to, because he's definitely going to be, you know, Icy Wind debuffing me here and then switching out, which is fine. And the reason I threw the Body Slam is because I wanted to get it in before the debuff, but actually now you're seeing here a Medicham comes in, and with that energy I would have been able to get a shield from this Medicham, even though I'm debuffed. Because I will get to, yeah, so I would have gotten to 3 Body Slams here. Although since I would be debuffed, maybe I wouldn't get a 3rd shield. I don't know. Look, it doesn't really matter. Either way, I baited out their fighter, and that's exactly what I'm trying to do. So I'm going to be coming back in with the Altaria here, and if he has Ice Punch, so be it. He does not have Ice Punch. He has Power Punch. I fully expect the next charge move to be a Psychic, which is fine. This Altaria is dead weight, and its job is literally just to take out this Medicham, and then Lanoon is going to sweep. I mean, it might sweep. It could sweep, but I'm hoping it will. Alright, so I go and throw the Sky Attack. Again, this might have been a mistake here, throwing the Sky Attack, but I do get a shield with it, so never mind. Not a mistake. Not a mistake. So I'm coming in with the Lanoon here, and I'm definitely going to be getting debuffed, and I let the Icy Wind come through, I'm pretty sure. Lanoon is pretty glassy, but it is just an Icy Wind, and the last Pokemon is an XL Diggersby. I'm only assuming this is an XL Diggersby because I know RunningFroggy, and I know who he is, and it's most likely an XL Diggersby. Alright, so, yeah, this is looking rough. He's going straight Fire Punch, too, just to kind of be like, you gotta shield these Fire Punches, Shrady. You gotta shield the Fire Punches, you know you do. And yeah, I do have to shield the fire punches. Alright, so I'm going to be going Grass Knot here. Obviously, Grass Knot does hit for super effective damage. Now, my goal here is to shield 2 fire punches and then catch a 3rd fire punch on my dead weight Altaria. So let's see if I'm able to. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he throws an extra mud shot and I catch it anyway. I catched it anyway. That's right, I use correct grammar here on this channel. So it comes back in with the Dugong, and that's exactly what I was trying to do here. Get that Dugong out here, and it takes 5 Ice Shards to get to an Icy Wind. So I'm going to throw this Grass Knot before they get to one. And also the Ice Shards are kind of adding up, so I'm going to throw this Grass Knot before he gets to one. And I overfarmed there specifically so I could land this this Grass Knot, which is now not debuffed, so it is going to KO, unlike the last Grass Knot, which did less damage. So I'm able to take that win there with Linoone as a closer. So I honestly, like, you know, Linoone's probably going to be very underrated for this cup, I would imagine, because it's Linoone, you know? Like, but I honestly think it's going to be pretty strong, so it's up to you guys whether or not you think I'm going to. Alright, so, again, with the Charm Shadow Gallade, such a random... I featured it on the channel before. It was part of one of his teams, and I was also, back then, I was like, wow, I didn't even know it had Charm, like... But it seems to be doing well in the set that I featured on the channel. Okay, so he comes in with the Shadow Victory Bell. I was rambling on there, but pretty sure he did this one just to troll me. But I am glad that I'm seeing the Shadow Victory Bell here because there's a Barbaracle, and I shield, and it's an Acid Spray. And right then and there is when I knew I was going to win this game. I knew I was going to win the game. Even though I throw the wrong charge move right here, even though I did that, I know I'm going to win the game. Even though I threw the wrong charge move, I'm going to win. Because of that Acid Spray. Specifically because of the Acid Spray. So, this is a Psyshock, but it's fine. I'm going to let this come through. It will do quite a bit, but the Fire Spins are double resisted here because of our Rock and Water typing. And Gallade comes back in, and I'm taking my sweet time here, throwing this Stone Edge. So Stone Edge and Cross Shot both resisted, but hey, it's a Shadow Gallade in the Great League. I'm not worried about it. Now, all I gotta do is get to this Stone Edge, and he's not gonna be able to get to 2 Psyshocks, or even 2 Weather Balls. He wouldn't be able to do it. Stone Edge takes him out, and that feels really good. After getting Acid Sprayed RunningFroggy, I gotta tell you, that felt really, really good. Alright, next set of battles up against the one, the only, hang on, before we start this is up against HomeSliceHenry, the one, the only. You know what? You know who he is. So, I told you guys to go and comment how, you know, my beef is massive on his channel. Well, HomeSliceHenry got the message, and he came over and he told me, listen, Shrady, everybody's telling me about your beef. And he dropped his trowel, and he pulled out beef, and guess what? The beef was actually massive. Not gonna lie. So we both got some massive beef, and now we're gonna take it out on each other in these battles right here. Lol. Okay. So I think he only had one team built, which, okay, again, very terrible lead. Going to be switching into the Defense Deoxys. I tried to defer the fast move there, but it did not work. Alright, so it comes in with an Altaria, which is absolutely fine with me. I can actually win this if I want to. Do I want to? I mean, I got Fire Punch on my Hypno, which, by the way, I know it says to run Thunder Punch, but with this specific team here, Frostlass is going to be a problem. So that's why I put Fire Punch on the Hypno instead of Thunder Punch. So, I think I shield. I think I actually shield this, because I... Look, Past Shrady knows what he's doing, okay? Don't doubt him, okay? Don't doubt Past Shrady. I had a Psycho Boost. Why didn't I throw the Psycho Boost? Look, Past Shrady knows what he's doing, okay? I know he didn't throw the Psycho Boost, but he knows what he's doing. And, this Altaria is gonna get... Or this, Abomasnow is gonna get absolutely deleted by Gigalith, so... I mean, I guess I can... you know, threaten him with a Weather Ball here. I mean, it's a Shadow Abomasnow. It hits pretty hard, so maybe I'll get a shield here with this neutral Weather Ball. Huh? Shield? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. So now coming with the Shadow Hypno here, and the Smackdowns are doing a lot, but the Confusions are doing more. So we're going to shield up this Rock Slide. Probably a Rock Slide. I don't know why he would go for Superpower here. And his last Pokemon is a Dragalge. So I got to go for Shadow Ball here because the Fire Punch is resisted and it's not going to cut it. The Confusions are hitting for super effective damage, so there's, you know, there's that. And now I hopefully can just get to a Fire Punch here. And I'm lagging a bit. I was having a lot of problems with the game. It's not really lag, more stuttering. I did have a little bit of problem with lag, but either way, able to take that win there. And there we go. So the beef continues. You know, both of our... Oh, I have to blur that out. Okay, good. Fucking Past Shrady. Stop showing your notifications, Past Shrady. There's personal information on there. Okay. Alright. So at this point, I realized, oh, he's only got one team, so that's okay. So we pick up another negative lead here. We're going to be switching into our Munchlax, and this is still kind of positive, and I let the superpower come through, don't I? Yeah, I did. I did do that. I did that. Okay, and I went for the body. I went for the body slam. Bulldoze hits for super, and he didn't shield it. And he didn't. Yeah, he didn't. It would have done super effective damage, Past Shrady. Look, Past Shrady knows what he's doing. Okay, trust in Past Shrady. I
don't.
I don't either. But look, there's a part of my brain that's like, look, I knew what I was doing, and then there's like the conscious part of my brain that's like, no, you don't. You just got outraged you got out. That's outrageous, HomeSliceHenry. Okay, you can't be doing that. You can't. It's illegal. And he comes in with. I smell a Force Shield Flex coming on here. I smell a Force Shield Flex. Look at that. That was a predictive Grass Knot. That wasn't a bait. That was I knew he was going to come in with the Gigalith. That was total luck. It was total luck. Past Shrady has no idea what he's doing, and now he's going to get Force Shield Flexed on. HomeSliceHenry, your beef is massive. I'll give it to you. Okie dokie then. Into the next set of battles here. Going up against deadbeatPilgrim. One of the only other hippies in the server other than me. Alright, picking up a negative lead here. But once again, we don't care about negative leads. We love negative leads. We're coming in with the Defense Deoxys because our Hypno is actually going to obliterate that Toxicroak. And once again, we're going to see an Altaria come in. And honestly, I think this is going to be a common response to Defense Deoxys. So you better get used to running Rock Slide on it, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Thunderbolt doesn't seem like it's going to be too useful in this meta here. I think Psycho Boost and Rock Slide are your best bet. There's going to be a lot of fighters, so Psycho Boost is going to help out there. And there's going to be a lot of ice types and flyers, so Rock Slide is going to help you out there. Okay, so we let it go because we're just trying to bait out, the best, Psychic type counter, right? So we come in with the Abomasnow, and unfortunately, we do have to shield up this Sky Attack that would be doing massive, massive, super effective damage. Now we're going to be switching right away into the Hypno, hoping that he lets a Confusion through. He lets a Confusion through. That's so much damage right there. You guys saw it. Okay, so we're not running Thunder Punch, so this one's a bit awkward, but we do have Shadow Ball. Fire Punch and Shadow Ball both hit for neutral here. I should have gone for the Fire Punch because he's most likely to shield the first one, because the first one's going to do the most damage, the second one's going to be debuffed. But I think after the Confusions, maybe a Fire Punch will do it. No, it's got to be a Shadow Ball. I'm going to have to shield this and then go for a Shadow Ball. But that's okay, because my plan, I have a plan. There's a plan that I have. There's a plan that I had. I don't have a plan now because I'm stupid. Shadow Ball definitely does not do it. I switch into the Abomasnow. Yes, this is it. I sniped him. That was my plan. That was my plan the whole time. And now he's actually going to have to throw against the Abomasnow because I will get to a Weather Ball. And if this is a Mud Bomb, I will get to a Weather Ball, but my game will stutter and I will not be able to hit it. You see that? Yeah, I told you it would happen. And now I die. GG's deadbeat. That was a good one. That was a good one. Yeah. That happens a lot. That happens a lot. A lot of losses. And I will say that most of them take place in Go Battle League, not against, people like that I'm battling on my friends list. That usually doesn't happen, so I don't know what's going on. Okay, picking up a positive lead here, but we do have two better responses to a Psychic type in the back. The reason we have better responses is because Shadow Claw and Lick both hit for super effective, and we let the Shadow Ball through. I was counting, by the way, and I thought that I thought he might have been trying to bait a Focus Blast, but it takes 8. I think it takes 8 Confusions to get to a Shadow Ball. I know it takes 4 to get to a punch, and then 2 punches is a Shadow Ball, so 7. It takes 7 to get to not a Shadow Ball. Focus Blast. Takes 7 to get to a Focus Blast. I'm rambling. Okay, either way. We baited out a Vigoroth, which is fine because we're trying to bait out their counter user or fighting type. So we're coming in with the Altaria. Altaria does pretty well against Vigoroth, but Vigoroth does spam out Body Slams very quick. 5 counters to a Body Slam. We're going to go for the Sky Attack, which is probably a mistake. Because there's a Hypno in the back, right? So like we can still do something with this Altaria. We could have farmed up a little bit there. It's okay. We still have quite a bit of health here, and there's a Frost Slice in the back. This is looking perfect. We have this perfectly figured out. We have it all figured out. So we're going to have to shield. I don't expect him to throw another Shadow Ball. I called it anyway. It was a Thunder Punch. I guess I guess it makes sense because I'm going to need shields against the Frostlass because Frostlass is going to be able to get to charge moves after 6 Powder Snows. So we're going to be able to farm down here, I think. Yeah, farm down before he gets to another punch. And now, hopefully we don't die to Powder Snows. That's my goal here, is not die to Powder Snows. Can you do it, Lanoon? I need you to hold up. Alright, got both shields. Got both shields. Gonna have to shield. And can I get to a Grass Knot? Will it be enough? I think the Shadow Claws are going to do more than the Grass Knot will. Yeah, we did. Okay, the Grass Knot will probably do more. But still, Shadow Claws did a lot. So, Grass Knot doesn't KO, and I come in and I throw the Sky Attack. In fact, I didn't even remember that I had a Sky Attack there. I was just hoping that I did. And guess what? I have more than luck. I am a god at this game. Ha ha ha. That's why I hit Legend back in season, the preseason. I hit Legend in the preseason. That's right. It wasn't even a thing in the preseason, but I was able to do it somehow. I just defied the laws of space and time. Okay, picking up a positive lead here for the first time ever. We come in, or he comes in with a Jellicent, and I am going for the Shadow Ball first. Gonna get this shield, because if he's running an Ice Beam on his Jellicent here, I'm still okay with that. Okay, so I come in with the Munchlax here, because Barbaracle doesn't do that great up against, because my bait move, which is Cross Chop, is double resisted. I mean, I guess my bait move here is still double resisted, but at least I'm doing super effective damage here with the licks, whereas Barbaracle would be doing resisted damage with the Fury Cutters, right? Resisted? Yeah, because Ghost resists Bug. Yeah, so we're going to be throwing this Bulldoze here. This is going to be doing, a little bit, you know, a little bit. Enough that I can lick down after shielding the next Ice Beam. Really didn't want to have to shield an Ice Beam here, but since I stayed so long in that beginning matchup to get a shield, I actually have to spend that shield anyway, so I got the shield back. Or he got his shield back, is what I'm trying to say. Alright, so he comes in with the Shadow Abomasnow, which is totally fine with me. I'm going to be going for the Body Slam here. This is going to be doing quite a bit of neutral damage. And now I switch back into the Frostlass, hoping that he doesn't have a response for Frostlass. Wait a minute, he does have a response for Frostlass. Yeah, I just let this go then, right? Yeah. Figured he did. Figured he probably did. Okay, so now I come into the Barbaracle. And it's a Dugong. So, he did not have a response. I guess Dugong can do pretty well. Okay, that's fine. I baited out the Dugong. Gonna be, this time I'll go for the bait move because, you know, he hasn't got the Icy Wind off yet. And he's actually farmed up to a Water Pulse here, which is gonna hit for neutral. So, yeah, I guess it kind of makes sense to go for Water Pulse. Just Water Pulse is just a crappy move, unfortunately. So Barbaracle can tank that, and we are resisting the Ice Shards. So we're gonna be going for the Stone Edge, and holy crap, Barbaracle! I did not expect you to do that much damage, dude. Chill. Okay, either way, going for the Cross Chop against his Abomasnow. One thing I love about Barbaracle is it's a very good counter to Abomasnow. Fury Cutter, Cross Chop, and Stone Edge all hit for super effective damage. You just gotta watch out because Energy Ball is gonna one-hit KO you. Alright. Next battles are up against ClaptonCaveman. He is an OG follower, an OG subscriber, been here for a very long time. So shout out to ClaptonCaveman. Let's take a peek and see how we go. Picking up a very positive lead. Okay, my luck is returning. No more bad leads for Shrady. He comes in with a dude. Yeah, Cresselia. Yeah, see, I know the names of Pokemon, but I don't have to know the names of Pokemon because I'm so humble or something. I don't know. Alright, so we actually played this out, and he lagged out, so we played it out the same way we did before. So all this already happened once. Except for that, he got the attack debuff. That didn't happen the first time, but it's okay. I'll survive. I'll be all right. So yeah, he got hard countered from the get-go, and then countered him again on the save switch. And I've been holding my coffee here for a long time. Oh, okay. So I came in with the Hypno because what's his face? Defense Deoxys does better up against Altaria. Yeah, right? Yeah, I think so. I don't know. Either way, Abomasnow, and his last Pokemon is a Lapras. We're going to be coming in, and yeah, he got hard counted this whole game. I mean, I'm so skilled that he was able to lose the game because of my skill. That's what happened. You saw it here first. It wasn't hard countering. What does that even mean? Can someone explain in the comments what hard counter means? Hard counter. More like, I don't know. More like a joke. Yeah. Hard countered, he says. So yeah, he did farm up to his Skull Bash that first time and then baited with the Surf, which means I'm going to spend both shields here because I do not, well, I mean, I guess my Abomasnow could technically That's fine. He's dead now. I think this is all fine. It's all fine. This is good. So yeah, I think he's scrounging at this point, which is usually what I do when I get hard countered this bad. Yeah, it's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's beautiful. We're going to take him out with some double resisted powder snows here, even though the game is deciding to stutter every 2 seconds. So, my apologies, ClaptonCaveman. That was not fair whatsoever. And I think that one was recorded separately. Yeah, here we go into the next 2 battles. Going in with my Altaria double normal team. And what do we have on the lead? We have a Munchlax on the lead, so not great. This is a very neutral matchup, which is kind of like one of the worst things with an ABB team, is when you switch out of a neutral matchup like that, a lot of people are going to, like, catch on to, like, he kind of had the lead there, because Altaria can win this easily. He gunk shot it! God, ClaptonCaveman. You gunk shotted me. You gunk shotted me, and we both simul switched. I'm going to go for the gunk shot. You better watch out, ClaptonCaveman. I'm going for the gunk shot. I don't even know how long it takes to get to a gunk shot. Probably longer than that, because Bulldoze... Yeah, he doesn't shield. Okay, well, it was worth a shot. It was worth a shot. That was funny. I think I even said, like, exclaimed aloud, he freaking gunk shotted me when that happened. Wasn't expecting that, and in fact, I totally even forgot that gunk shot was a part of Munchlax's moveset. All right, so I shield the first one because it did farm up to a lot of energy, but it was just a sky attack, so I let the next one come through, and I'm actually able to lick down. So that's pretty good. I mean, that's something that happened. And he comes in with a defense Deoxys, gotta throw the body slam, gonna go down to this counter. And now we're able to line up their counter user, or his counter user, up against my almost dead Altaria. And I'm going for the Dragon Pulse. Why am I doing that? I guess I can only get the 1 charge move. Yeah, okay. Okay, there's a CMP tie. Maybe I can pull this one out. He goes for a Psycho Boost. He's gonna switch out. Yes, he switched out. Okay. Okay. I don't think I can do it. Pass Shrady, can you do it? Probably not, dude. Probably not. Okay, well. Don't stop trying. Don't stop believing. Hold on to that feeling. Street lights. I'm at 100 energy. Throw a charge move. Okay, all right. I'll stop. Please don't click off the video. This is pretty far into the video already, so the people who are here are probably here for, you know, the memes anyway. So, all right. Going for the Grass Knot. Probably should have gone for the Thunder. Does hit for 10 extra damage. Oh. If I went for the Thunder, I would have won this. I didn't even notice that at the time. If I went for the Thunder, then I would have had it. Alright, listen, ClaptonCaveman, you may have gunk-shotted my Altaria, but if I would have done something different than I actually did, then I would have beat you. So what do you think about that? Okay, picking up a terrible lead. Gotta switch. Zangoose, my gosh. Okay, switching into our Munchlax here. Gonna have to shield. I honestly didn't know how hard Zangoose hit in the Great League, which is funny, because I actually have used it before. I'm pretty sure I made a video on it or something. I don't know. So I shielded that, and then later, you'll see. I found out how much Zangoose hits. Well, you'll see. Okay, so he comes in with a Mew, and I am going to be totally fine with this matchup here. I have 2 responses to Mew, so usually I use the Sock Puppet to bait out their best Sock Puppet counter, but this time I used the Sock Puppet to bait out something that the Sock Puppet counters. I think he told me afterwards he didn't have a response for normal types on this team. All right, so the next one, I think I'll let this come through. It's only 5, right? So, I mean, it could be a wild charge, I guess, but it is just a flame charge, and I'm able to lick down. So, I expect that Zangoose to come back in, and this right here, when he comes back in with the Zangoose. Lagging? Okay. So, I threw the Body Slam, and I was like, okay, let's see how much it does. Yeah, see how much a Body Slam did on the Zangoose? That told me right there that this little mother fricker hits hard. Because if you take that much damage from a Body Slam, then most likely you do a lot of damage with the close combat. Alright, so I'm coming in with the Barbaracle here. Going to be throwing the Cross Chop before he gets to another close combat, because that would definitely be taking me out. He lets it go, and the last Pokemon is a Shadow Banette, and I'm staying in for a very long time. Going to be going for the Stone Edge here. This is definitely going to take out a Shadow Banette. It'll take out like 5 Shadow Banettes, and now I switch because he's definitely going to be farming me down. And I figured here, Shadow Banette does not have a bait move. And Frostlass outpaces Shadow Banette because it's got Avalanche, and Avalanche is only takes me 6 6 powder snows to get to, and it takes him, I don't know, 7 to get to a shadow ball. So, yeah, able to take that win, but could have easily lost that. All right, so I do have a 4th team. I should have said this in the beginning. You know how those YouTubers, those big YouTubers who are like,
you gotta stay tuned to the end because there's a super secret special at the end of the video.
Well, I didn't even tell you about it, but I do have a super secret special for the end of the video. There's another team that I built. A secret team. Well, I have a couple secret teams, but I have a secret team that I'm willing to share with you as soon as I boot up my game. Oh, I know it's a day late, by the way, but happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. It is Mother's Day for me, which is why I am dressed in such fancy and luxurious garb, as you see here. Okay, well, the phone rocker hatched some eggs for me, so we're gonna have to wait. I mean, I guess I could just cut this out, but what am I, made of editing? Okay, I'll give you a variation. So there's a team here. It's a Drifblim lead, and then you got choose 2 of these Pokemon: Barbaracle, Lanoon, Munchlax, Lickitung, and Diggersby. There you go. Choose between 2 of those. I would highly recommend going to PvPoke's Team Builder, and whatever 2 you choose, pop it in the Team Builder real quick. Put a Drifblim lead in there, and yeah, should make a pretty good team. And if you don't have Drifblim, you can use Frostlass, you can use Defense Deoxys, you can use Altaria, and you can use Hypno. There you go. Some team building 101 with you. Something in the lead that resists fighting, 2 Pokemon in the back that are weak to fighting. My goddamn specialty. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I would appreciate it if you leave a like down below. If you're new to the channel and you're still watching this, congratulations. You made it to the end. I am actually very proud of you. I know this seems like sarcastic applause, but no, I'm actually really proud of you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know why I said I was proud of you. It's more like I appreciate you staying to the end. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this. If you did, like, new channel, subscribe, and I'm trying to expedite the outro, but it's just like I just gotta have some awkward silence in here somewhere. It's not a Shrady outro without an awkward silence. Okay, well, cut all of it out. Okay, cut all that out. You didn't get to see it, but I took off my hat, and yep, got to join the OnlyFans to see that one. All right, anybody? Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Take it easy, guys. Shout out to my patrons: Billy Bravebird, RunningFroggy, TheNorthStar, Cleric, Doug J. Dempsey, Ryan Borowski, Steve, DJ Mimsy, ClaptonCaveman, King Edward, NZ Tech Freak, Silver N Fortuna, Austin Gustovic, Darkstone, Moach, Mr. Cookout, Brandon, Kodiak Jenkins, Vintage Kish, Brant Dixon, Mitsukuta, Kit Kulek, Edward O'Neill, SenorStacks, Grizzinator, Winterfang, Lord of the Guys on Bomb, and Daniel Timms.